Ah. All right. This is me, Zealand Insta Law, looking at best of anime 2023 for Gigguk. I'll give my own perspectives and I'll take a look through the year myself too. Actually, it's a time to speed because I'm a freak, and I think I'll probably pause like throughout the video to give my own perspectives.
Well, it's that time again. Another year has passed us by, and with it has gone another year of anime. We got good shows, we got bad shows, but the real question is, what are the moments that are going to be remembered? 2023 was a year dominated by absolute heavyweight shows just completely taking over. Anime seemed inescapable, whether you're a fan or not. Successful live-action adaptations, legendary series coming to an end, memes, so many memes. It feels like the influence of a handful of shows have truly seeped into mainstream pop culture and only continues to grow from there. But there were still some other things happening around our little sphere. Anime fans continue to find any opportunity to complain about CG. This time, even Demon Slayer was catching strays, with viewers complaining about how these fishes look like an absolute joke. How dare any animation studio consider this a quality they cry? Meanwhile, in Isekai Land,
oh yeah. I remember this show was
hilarious. CGI looks like. Togashi drew 2 lines, 44 million views, 400k likes, and 100,000 retweets. Meanwhile, I'm out here drawing at least 8 lines, and I'm still waiting for Shonen Jump to hit me up with that manga deal. One Piece defied all odds by giving us a live-action adaptation that didn't suck, while the Jujutsu Kaisen families came together to collectively say, nah, I win. Which is what I think
I've kind of started One Piece,
kind of. But they would probably win against this random dude from Nashville. I mean, look at him. He lost like 2 seconds. Who the hell would play a character like that? It's probably some dumbass hack. For real though, it's been 10 years now since I've been doing these yearly anime recaps. I have gone through a bloody decade of anime, and a lot has changed during that time. I can only imagine the wild things that were happening in 2013 back then. Hayao Miyazaki finishes his latest feature film, The Wind Rises, just before announcing his retirement from filmmaking at the ripe young age of about 197 years old. So that was a fucking lie. There are a lot of shows that didn't make my list this year, not because they weren't good, because I didn't have much to say about them other than it was good. Hell's Paradise was fun, so was Mashle, so was Unday Unlawed. One day unsure the rest appreciation of as much as Asia does. Today is not that day. Mushoku Tensei continued my favorite isekai story of all time by having its main character go, I cannot get it up. People have been trashing Rudy left, right, and center, but I think he's showing that he never ever raises his sword at a girl. Alright, let's get my favorite trade of the year. Before we do, a quick word from my sponsor, Bespoke Post. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club delivering a box of awesome top shelf good from under the radar brands. Every month they introduce their members to cool new products.
Okay, dude, add
awesome clothes, cool stuff for your house, camping and cooking. Check out or go to bespokepost.com/gigutgift. Thanks Bespoke Post for the sponsor, and now back to the video.
Zom 100, definitely not worth.
About 10 years ago, yet somehow in 2023 we started an entirely fresh and original take on it in Zom 100. Zom 100 tells the sad story of Mapper employees, overworked and undervalued by the company who that run their lives. It takes an entire zombie apocalypse for a pure attendant to start living the life he should have. This show felt like a personal call-out for anyone who's ever worked a dead-end job in their lives and has daydreamed of something. Anything happening to take away their responsibility out of their hands, even if that thing is the end of the world. Akira personifies that feeling of pure freedom we all secretly wish we had. That feeling that breaks the shackle of responsibility of having to go to work, of having to wake up for school the next day. Eren Yeager looks at him and goes, fuck that guy, which is embodied in one of the most impressive opening episodes all year, where you could feel that every single person working on it channeled their passionate hatred of all the previous employers that had ever wronged them. Unfortunately, it felt like a lot of the hype got taken away, largely due to episode releases being plagued with constant delays because of time slots and supposed production issues. Oh hey, would you look at that? Even though the show lost some steam as it went on and was totally a bit all over the place at times, it was still a fun little show I think anyone could enjoy, because in this day and age where it feels like people are fighting tooth and nail just to survive, I think a lot of us could use a story about one man reminding us all how to live.
Yeah.
Harem was never exactly the most respected genre in anime, but this year we saw the 100 girlfriends who love you come along and personally made sure that it never will be. This is the story of a man who got rejected so many times, who had such negative riz. God took pity and gave him 100 different girls he had to date or they'd all die. This was like watching someone dying of thirst in the desert, and then God goes, alright, I've got a solution. Just fucking drown him.
Yeah, I tried to explain it.
Show someone who chugged the ocean dry and still have room for more. 100 girlfriends has a concept so dumb, it only seems crazy as its own premise, even have a chance of making it work. And that's exactly why it does. It's stupid, it's unhinged, it knows exactly how insane it is, and then runs with it 10 kilometers past where it needed to go. By all means, this show shouldn't have worked, but it didn't have the greatest terrible protagonist to bring it all together.
You probably could just watch like
yes, it was great with the apex of boyfriends. Parliament tells you not to worry about. He may look like the most unthreatening guy possible, but watch him be like, don't worry, I'm coming peace. Hi, what's your name? Peace. It's rare for me to laugh at a comedy anime, and even rarer when it comes to lowbrow harem rom-coms or 100 girlfriends was a showcase of how to do a parody correctly. Reinforced by Big Animation Studio doing a bang-up job sending all of these jokes in the anime adaptation. They went above and beyond, and I can't wait to see how they adapt the manga beyond there. Whoa, wait, why are you running away?
I like harem and all that. Trigun
the minds of anime fans.
didn't even
3D animation
touch.
comes in 2 tiers. There's the Berserk 2016 tier, a show so disastrous it has scarred the anime community from 3D anime to this day. And then there's this. The aesthetic looks like one of those games I apparently won't last 5 seconds playing. No one knows though that Studio Orange is now here creating their own tier. Every project they seem to continually push themselves, one up themselves. Trigun Stampede is their best looking show. Not just with some of the jaw dropping action sequences and camera work, the small micro expressions and camera animation that give their work just a bit more life. They are still continuing to push the boundary of what is possible with 3D anime in every way possible. When I
so far,
to talk to a producer at Studio Orange,
Gigguk, sorry,
hentai of the anime.
not into it. I mean, this one's I didn't even watch.
Alright, but how's the show?
Thing.
Trigun is one of the most beloved anime from the old school Adult Swim era, and when you take on the mantle of rebooting a franchise like this, you always have to contend with picky fans comparing each and every little change in detail. Flash's bounty is way smaller, he has a different haircut, different gun, character designs that looks like this, now look like
I don't
this.
have much to say because I didn't watch Trigun.
The spaghetti western feel takes a backseat to fully flesh out a hard sci-fi story. It's more dark, more gritty. One of my favorite things from the original being Fashion Wolfwood's epic buddy cop dynamic feels a tad more intense. I'll skin you alive and play with your bones until you're begging to die. You can't straight. Make no mistake, this is an entirely new Trigun, but one thing I can always respect is when it tries to do something different that the original didn't already do. By the end of the season, it becomes abundantly clear what all these changes were leading up to, and goddamn did it leave me wanting more. In a time where I feel like we're getting starved of good, hard science fiction anime, this has to be one of the most unique and interesting sci-fi worlds we've seen in years. And I honestly think the way things are set up, it has the chance to do even more than the original did if it gets future seasons. When people remember Trigun, they say, oh yeah, Trigun, I freaking loved Trigun. But if you ask them before that what they recommended we go back and watch, Cowboy Bebop, Fullmetal Alchemist, Trigun has always been on that second or third echelon of recommendations behind the classics, and I fully believe that with what Studio Orange has done with this season, it has
I
the
don't
potential
actually
to go
like
up to this
Cowboy
tier.
Bebop. Oh, my thing is gonna go off, man. Okay. This
There were a few anime
this
last year
shows
that
a
exploded
banger.
onto the scene as fast as Oshinoko did.
I'll just get it out of the way. Episode 1, excellent masterclass. After that, it's kind of up to you. For me, I enjoy like idol culture and all that, so it's fun.
Our hearts were torn to shred in a tragic 90-minute opening episode. Any Mets was formed as anime company
I
saw the
think
feature length
my
opening premiere
answering machine's about to go off.
and said, wait,
No,
you can do
not
that?
this time.
The opening song became the very first Japanese song to top the global Billboard 100 charts. The people of my anime list came together and went, fuck you, Fullmetal Alchemist, this is the greatest anime ever made. Then, everyone remembered there was an entire rest of the show you needed to watch. Describing the plot of Oshinoko is like, alright, so there's a doctor who's a huge fan of this one idol, and it turns out that idol shows up hospital,
I mean, it's better to go in without spoilers for the introduction.
No, sometimes Oshinoko is a victim of its own insane premise. Like, I don't even know if I fully understand this main character. Whereas idol-obsessed man gets reincarnated as the son of the girl he idolized, ends up being obsessed with his now mom, and any other girl who even remotely reminds him of her. Like, if I call him a motherfucker, is he more likely to say fuck you, or yes please? He's sitting before his grave right now. But behind all that, the show shines as this interesting, no bullshit Instagram filter soft look at the Japanese entertainment industry, showing you what
I'm fine with it. I like
when the cameras are turned off.
looking at the dark
This was the show that tricked everyone into thinking they were watching another idol anime.
of idol
Reality was
culture,
always
but I mean,
the real ones know the true thing. Somehow elevating the reputation of idol fans in 2023 is the sheer existence of Aoi Todo. With how popular this got, I find it interesting how much I heard this title being thrown around last year when most people saying it probably didn't even know what an Oshinoko is. See, in Japanese, Oshi means a person who I support, and in idol culture is normally used to refer to someone's favorite idol. So
yes. Huh.
the term Oshinoko has a clever double meaning that could be my favorite idol or my idol's children, which both perfectly describe the show. Basically, what I'm trying to say is Oshis are worshipped in idol fandom in the same way that Taylor Swift has become the Jesus for white women.
Yeah, nice taste to it. Is this one? Oh, Eminence and Shadow.
Saying you're a fan of isekai feels a bit like saying you're a fan of British food. People think you're consuming the most bland, tasteless piece of garbage the world has ever seen. But sometimes I have a friend come visit and they have a taste of a proper full English breakfast.
Okay, I'll pause it. I'll give my Eminence and Shadow. So Eminence and Shadow, I loved season 1. As I always throw my water everywhere. I love season 1, but season 2, I kind of like zoned out while watching it. I don't remember a lot of like I know the entire like John Smith arc. And all that. I love season 1. Season 2 was a bit missed for me. Because I think I liked it because of comedy reasons. I didn't really find season 2 that funny. And then season 1. End of the season though. Love the end of the season. The finale. I love the direction it's going though. I'm very interested. But in terms of season 1 to season 2, season 1's a lot better to me.
A perfectly cooked Sunday roast. They try some of our Cornish pasties, our crisps, and it's like, damn, this is pretty good actually. That is my Eminence and Shadow. This takes every single trashy cliche trope you scoff at in isekai and wears it like a badge of honor. Edgy main character, an army of girls in his harem, blatant power fantasy, nonsensical plot lines, cheesy dialogue, boobs. You know it shouldn't work, but it wears it also proudly. You start getting convinced that it's actually cool. It's not that it isn't stupid. It is stupid, but it doesn't give a fuck if you care or not. And I thought this would eventually run its course until I kept watching and realized that this has a more interesting plot and better world building than 90% of isekai out there. Which actually says less than you think. For as self-aware as it is, it spares no expense in building up this fully fleshed out world with so many moving parts. Every new arc, you see the dominance being perfectly laid out. It's all set up for Sid to come in and topple them on the biggest stage possible. And even though you know it's happening, when the moment comes, it delivers every single time. This was the most fun I've had with any show all year. Just when I think the plot has nowhere else to go. Season 2 ends with a world-changing development that made me go, fuck, one more isekai doing this. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I really miss Greg's. One man's freedom is another man's genocide.
Okay, sure.
Probably. Attack on Titan ended this year, and the internet had opinions. If you only browse Twitter, you might have thought half the people either think this was a masterpiece ending, no flaws, 10 out of 10, we all won, we all lost. Eren is a bird. Or this ending ruined the series, ruined the characters, made the entire show pointless, spat on the legacy of everything he had done. No one's gonna remember Attack on Titan now. Eren is a bird.
Today, we're going to talk about how to stop smoking crack.
Now, with real people I've actually talked to, the consensus seems to be that this was a satisfying conclusion that did everything it needed to do. I had my slight nitpicks with the execution of this ending, but absolutely none of it took away from my love for this series as a whole. What Attack on Titan has achieved and the impact it's had on the global anime is something that will go down in history as one of the defining shows of this era.
This the way they like released it was kind of weird.
Yeah,
it's good.
So for one last time, thank you, Attack on Titan. Only those around now will know that feeling of after years of waiting for the final seasons, of final parts, of final episodes. 2023 was that time we could definitively say that this was the final bit of Attack on Titan will ever get to sell. God damn it.
Skip Loafer is good.
Brighten up your day, but being a dude watching anime,
Sure,
sometimes feel
I
like,
think it's some perspective things.
Loafer is just one of the most cute and adorable.
It's good.
In 2023, that made me come out of every
I
episode
don't really
feeling
have
as
much
good as
to
Skip
say
Loafer.
about
This shit
it.
was a weekly injection of sunshine into my veins. I mean, just look at this opening alone.
It's good,
The colors,
it's
the vibe,
nice.
the catchy song, this goddamn dance.
Yeah.
It's enough to make any grown-ass man
Yeah,
scream,
the
"Ah,
intros.
this is so cute!" Fuck yeah, violence, am I right, lads? Skip Loafer is as straightforward as you can get. A country bumpkin moves to the big city and adjusts to her new high school life. It doesn't need any complex plot because it exudes this air of authenticity that makes you feel so goddamn good. It's rare to find an anime as genuine as this one, because when I say high school life, I don't mean your typical cutesy anime high schoolers that are like, these are teenagers, real teenagers, just enjoying their lives to the fullest. No melodrama, no overly anime bullshit. This is youth and adolescence at its most pure without feeling like it's been put through some moe anime filter. And there's just something so endearing about that. Okay, coming up, why would I be interested in teenagers? Look, as a certified man, wait, that line sounded really wrong. Look, as a certified man, baby, pretending to be a grown up, let me tell you, adulting sucks. We have jobs, we have responsibilities, we have goddamn taxes. Sometimes you yearn for a time when life was simpler and more straightforward, and maybe that time is romanticized. Maybe you're looking back at the time through rose-tinted glasses. But whether you are or you aren't, you'll never know, because we'll never be able to get that time back again. Ever. And it's those little moments, those simple times you cherish and reminisce about, that this show encapsulates perfectly. Like, there's this one scene where our main girl comes home for the first time during her summer break. She stayed up way too late catching up with her friends and slept in, but it's alright. Her mum's taken the day off and she has the whole summer ahead of her. So on this boiling hot day, her mum slices her up a watermelon, and the episode slows down to a crawl as we see her just taking a moment to enjoy this watermelon while the sounds of summer ring on in the background, and she just stops and just appreciates it.
likes Gigguk. I think it's just gonna go to the next one after that, right? Um, say no, it's really strong. I kind of wish they advanced like relationships a little more, but at the same time, like it's probably why people liked it that it didn't do that. So I'm excited for like season 2 or anything like that. If that's coming, I have no idea.
And just like that, the summer was over.
What is this?
When anime wants you to feel sad, it goes.
I didn't watch it.
When anime wants you to know one of its characters is crazy,
Illegal.
it goes. When anime is trying to hint at something important, it's like.
I've heard really good things about this.
Subtlety in anime is using a chainsaw to dice an onion. But what happens when a show comes along that treats you like you have the IQ that Rick and Morty fans say they do? You get Heavenly Delusion. Here is a show that doesn't take you by the hand and leads you, but leaves you to discover the story on your own. It drops you into
I
the same
didn't touch it
world,
because it was just seemed so weird to me at
See a duo exploring
first.
a room, so gets some kind of altercation with some bandits. Alright, you get the idea. It's some post-apocalyptic world, people are fighting for survival.
The
and,
fact that it wasn't like
What are you ladies doing?
you're praying this doesn't have the ugly bastard tag on it. The girl brings out a gun
easy
like
to
this, and
reach,
gears start
made
turning.
it
Wait, is this some sci-fi watch, or is that a damn Fisher Price toy, you think? The bandits start attacking anyway, and they fight back, so you're like, oh, okay, maybe she was just bluffing, so this is just a normal world after all. Oh, that's a gun. In a single scene, the show has set up its world, got you asking questions, played with your expectations, answered your questions, got you needing more answers, all without directly telling you a goddamn thing. This is Heavenly Delusion for all 13 episodes. Just had one of the most intriguing worlds of any show this year, but trusted you to piece everything together yourself. There is no wasted scene, no out-of-character moments. Everything is a possible puzzle piece that clues you into the bigger picture. What happened to this world? Why are there nightmarish creatures that are eating people? What kind of sick experimentations is going on behind the scenes? Were you paying attention even now? Because you just saw a random drawing of a fish with legs that looks oddly like this horrific thing. And the real question is, did you see a connection without me saying anything? Only by watching intently do you realize how many crumbs are hidden in plain sight. You get given enough to get a rough idea, but never enough to see the full picture. And it's that unknown that makes this world as intriguing as it is goddamn terrifying. By the end, we've only just seen a slice of the larger whole, but it's so refreshing to see an anime.
I think it's too weird for me,
you
but
don't have to worry about watching.
yeah, I heard good things about it.
You know, most of the time.
Yeah. What is
For many
this?
years now, China's been animation, seeing if they could capitalize on that.
Yeah,
anime
I'm
like,
behind
man,
on
I
it,
watch
but
these
I'm
Chinese
watching it.
cartoons. But in 2023,
This is
anime went alright. But what if we had Chinese cartoons?
heavily.
Apothecary
Yeah, Apothecary Diaries. Yeah. It's really good. Sure. I mean, everyone loves it.
China, not China. The palace setting that immediately reminded me of those badly dubbed Chinese soap operas I sometimes
really
remember watching as a kid. At the beginning, I didn't fully
I
realize
don't
the
know
big
why
part
I
of
would
the
put
show
this
was.
like
Was it the
my
house style,
favorites of the
detective
year.
stories? Was it the historical drama surrounding the palace politics?
is
Yes.
really
On top of
good.
that, it has simply put the best female character we could find all year. And sometimes that's all it takes. For far too long, anime seems to think we want only one thing, and it's this. No, how about nothing more than just a well-written, believable, compelling female protagonist? And this. Mao Mao's a character that deserves to be in the running for one of the best protagonists we saw in 2023, and was such a breath of fresh air to see. Her presence was overpowering. That's what a lot of shows seem to think a good female character is. It's not that she's not like other girls, or premium waifu bait, or a strong female character trademark. She's just a girl. A well-written, believable one that doesn't forget that she's a person first before being just another girl. She doesn't have to be unfeminine to find the overly flirtatious attitude of some pretty boy unappealing. She cannot be your typical waifu bait and still absolutely slay when she needs to. She's not strong because she can beat up 100 guys, but because she's headstrong in her own values and beliefs. Here's a clever realist who acknowledges her place in the palace hierarchy, but isn't afraid to throw hands when shit needs to get done. God damn, my God, just reset that bitch. Seeing Mao Mao passionately solve these medical mysteries while asserting her fucking dominance all over the palace politics made this such a compelling watch. And hopefully more shows will be able to take note of great characters like this.
Yeah. So yeah, I really like it. I like the characters. I think story-wise, it doesn't. So far, I'm behind. It doesn't really seem like it's going anywhere. Like it just seems kind of like Scooby-Doo Monster of the Week kind of thing. Like Mystery of the Week kind of thing. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. But otherwise, like character-wise, very strong. Animation is really good. Oh, Pluto!
Appreciating the statue
Banger.
getting to see Lino
Yep.
dribble past 5 players, watching Jack Nicholson
Only
command every
fourth?
season he's in. It doesn't matter what
Screw
the subject
it.
matter is. It's always enthralling to see an absolute master
Higher.
of the craft of work. And that's the exact feeling I get
Pluto's
whenever I
actually
get to see
so good.
anything written by Naoki Urasawa. And Pluto
I
was
binged
absolutely
it all in like a
exceptional.
day. It's so good.
There are only a few mangaka that can boast such a legendary status as Urasawa himself. When you have a
Little
track record
slow
of
start, but
an
it's
absolute masterpiece
really
with arguably the greatest villain anime has seen. 20th Century Boys, not just my favorite manga of all time, but one of my favorite pieces of fiction to exist. Pluto is meant to be one of his weaker works, according to Die Hard fans. And goddamn, if this is him operating at his lowest potential, this is like sending in your weakest fighter, and that fighter turns out to be Gojo fucking Satoru. And wait. Yeah, that analogy checks out. This has all the calling cards of a classic Urasawa tale. He sets the stage. A sci-fi world where humans and robots coexist. A series of unsolved murders. A detective that is missing part of his memories. A robot that has done the impossible and taken a human life. He hooks you into his world and leaves you with a single question when the first episode ends. Just how deep does this rabbit hole go? The man's ability to construct a mystery and captivate an audience through his mastery of suspense, to me, has the same level of craftsmanship as seeing a master blacksmith make a legendary sword. Every episode is so dense with emotion. A plot that will keep you guessing through all the twists and turns, sitting on top of the sheer thematic depth of the story that every single character carries on their back. And by the end of it all, he'll leave you with these ideas that you'll be thinking about far after the credits roll. This is some of the finest storytelling you can find anywhere. If I had to make a guess why this didn't make as big of an impact as it probably should have, well, this was an adaptation of a sci-fi manga that was written 20 years ago that was originally a reimagining of Astro Boy, a manga that came out 60 years ago. So, inevitably, there might be some aspects that feel a bit dated. What's this? A war involving the invasion of some Middle Eastern country predicated on the possible development of robots of mass destruction? Oh, hey, there's a guy called Adolf. He's a bad guy.
Couldn't agree with you more, my dear Adolf.
But along with the slightly
was he that
doesn't take
bad?
away from the legacy of one of the greatest mangakas alive
kinda
right now.
bad.
So, I have one question left. Are we ready to attempt a 20th Century Boys anime?
It was So Pluto, really, really, really good. I'll see what he has top 3. I think it's. Yeah, I know. Gigguk is not top 3 for me.
When you watch an action anime, you know.
So this is odd for me. I think it's too edgy. I like season 1 a lot. I kind of liked the place that it fit, like its box, kind of taking the place of, Naruto and all that. I do not. I think it went too edgy, and yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. Like fight scenes are still cool, but I'm not a fan of. I don't think they had as much narrator in season 1. In season 2, I feel like so much narrator explaining things that's completely unnecessary.
Normally go through a season where you might see a ton of great action, but you know it all builds up to this one, or almost 2 episodes where the production values skyrocket, and you're treated to this insanely animated fight that will drop your jaw to the floor. These are the scenes that everyone remembers and defines the top fights of the year. Jujutsu Kaisen went, how about we do that? For every single episode.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever quite experienced the collective adrenaline-filled ride Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 has given me. You put on an episode and you're watching some of the sickest shit that's ever been put on screen, and you think to yourself, there's no way they can top this. And it's at that moment the show will look you dead in the eye and go, I'll fucking do it again,
stuff
and then it
was
does.
really cool.
Again and again and again and again and again and again. So many amazing moments, so many cigar scenes. Midway through the season, the hype drops me. Mike slightly tweeted out, it should be goddamn illegal for an anime to go this hard. That was the same day all this came out. One of the biggest talking points has been massive treatment of their animators during the season, and I think it's a testament to the blood, sweat, and tears poured into this that we got a product this fantastic despite the hellish working conditions they were going through. Demon Slayer, Mob Psycho. This may not have gotten the opportunity to be as polished as shows like that, but it is unmatched when it comes to its raw stylistic flair. Every single fight has a unique identity, not constrained to one genre of action. We got gritty hand-to-hand combat, city-wide disaster level brawls, insanely unique powers, idle dance beatdowns. There was a mecha fight, a fucking mecha fight in a shonen anime. The amount of hype, the amount of fucking sheer disrespect. We got fucking rabbits throwing hands. This was one of the greatest showcases I've ever seen of, for lack of a better term, fucking cool shit. This felt like the pure celebration of fight scenes and choreography. We were in the audience. They got to marvel at a symphony of some of the coolest set pieces you can find in the medium. The shibby
Yeah, so
arc may not have been peak storytelling or the peak of all shonen arcs, but right now this is the peak of action spectacle.
Yeah, that I like that. I liked when his body got taken over. It was really cool. Action wise, very strong. Story wise, I don't care. I really didn't like the narrator explaining way too much. Yeah.
The way elves see this world is a mystery.
Yep. Okay, Frieren. Yep. Number 1. Screw. What are the? Oh, never mind. I don't know what it is. I've seen.
Frieren opens on the story of an elf girl who takes
think
for granted the time she
Frieren,
has with
maybe
people
number
around her.
1.
Decades pass in the blink of an eye. Her companions age, and before she has the chance to fully get to know them, they're gone. It's a regretful, poignant tale that shoots straight to your goddamn soul.
Beautiful.
And then the opening's like. The show took a different approach to fantasy adventure while encapsulating everything that the genre is about. There might not be any demon lord to defeat or world to save, but instead we have a journey about appreciating the smaller things in your life, the beautiful things you might have missed if you forgot to look for them. I showed this to a mate, and he was like, Frieren? You mean side quest, the anime? And I bloody ate him because of how fucking accurate that is. Yet it's through those detours you take along the road to your destination that Frieren absolutely shines. It's the type of show that grips you without even needing to hit you with any flashy,
really good.
high-intensity action scenes to keep your attention. But then hits you with these flashy, high-intensity action scenes. This series didn't need to go hard in its animation in any way, shape, or form. It chooses to do so anyway. This is what it's like to watch a fully polished product. But like Frieren's own journey, these are not the moments that stick with you. For the world-saving adventure she went on, the slice of memories we get are those small moments that really defines the time she spent with her party. And as she forms new bonds, you start to see the small pieces she begins to pick up from the
Sure. The wrong one. Thank you. Yeah.
And Friday, Thursday and Friday you work.
the people around her that slowly become a part of her. This is what every fantasy tale aspires to be. It's shows like these that somehow make you nostalgic for an experience you've never had, friends you've never made. But at its heart, it's a gentle reminder to cherish the things in your life that really matter, to make the most of the time with the people you truly value.
Yeah, they're not even done the season yet, man. It's gotten hype.
I've killed somebody.
I think the fact that it's not done might have hurt it for
That's all we've ever wanted
so far.
Something in this world that can give us a reason to keep going. When I was a kid, my
Start.
father would read me bedtime stories that my childish mind would always be absolutely
Yeah,
amazed.
Vinland
Accounts of
Saga's
hungry
top
captains,
2.
rainbow fishes, ugly ducklings. These were the greatest stories I'd ever heard.
Frieren's top 2
But
as
it would
well.
always end off with a message, a seed that
I
would
would
planted in my head
switch
that would
them,
hopefully
but
sprout into a lesson that would
that's
stick with
me.
me. And as you grow older, start learning new
Oh, my friend called me a freak. Unhinged. I haven't seen season 1, but I've seen season 2.
By experiencing real life, you forget the effect that stories can have on you. A good story can not only entertain you, it can move you, give you a new perspective, teach you something you never knew you could learn that you can take far beyond the confounds of watching some piece of entertainment. That is the power of a great tale, and that is everything that Vinland Saga Season 2 encapsulates. I cannot begin to describe the sheer effects this show had on me. Season 1 was a compelling adventure filled with tragedy, vengeance, and violence. So to anyone coming into this season blind, you probably would have been taken aback. The violence takes a backseat to a pure, methodical character drama. Vengeance has been replaced by a saga of redemption and acceptance. Honor, glory, sacrifice, all left by the wayside, and all that remains is people just trying their best to find their place in this merciless world. While most series would cower at the thought of shifting gears this drastically, it is that strong juxtaposition that gives Vinland Saga's message the weight it has, exemplified by possibly the greatest character development we've ever seen in this medium. Thorfinn's transformation is something that transcends entertainment. A man who starts off as a shell of a human, broken, empty, unworthy of redemption, but through every person he meets, every relationship he forms, he starts to learn to pick up the broken pieces of his former self that slowly but surely fill his soul up. As you see him encounter conflict, you'll secretly wish for that instant gratification that he'll revert back to his previous savage self. But as you witness this journey of a man fighting so desperately to find peace, who learns that it's okay not just to forgive others, but to forgive himself as well, it becomes an experience that will linger with you and invites you to find your own solace. Watching Vinland Saga feels like I'm getting read the greatest bedtime story ever told by my dad. It'll grip you with the purest of tales packed with nothing but raw human emotion that will leave your heart filled to the the brim, and by the end of it all, it gives you something, a message, a lesson it earnestly hopes you can take with you. It reminds you that change isn't just something that exists in the boundaries of a fictional story. It doesn't come easy. It's a long, hard, unforgiving road, but you can get there, even if every day you only take one small step at a time. We will always find a reason to fight each other, no matter what time period we are in, weapons we can use, or tools we have at our disposal. But no matter how broken you think the world is, there is still meaning in trying to build a better tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I can make a brighter day come. Maybe tomorrow I can be just that little bit kinder. Maybe tomorrow I can become a slightly better version of myself. You are capable of letting go of that hatred, even if that hatred is towards yourself. You have no enemies.
Nice, Gigguk. I have no enemies, Gigguk, including you. Okay, so I would say, yeah, Frieren and Vinland Saga top 2 for sure. I would switch them, but that's me. I'm also a freak who did see season 1 of Vinland Saga. Number 3, I would put Pluto instead of JJK. JJK, I like I said, I don't like the narrator. It's over explaining things. I don't remember a narrator that much in season 1. I think it would be fine without a narrator as much. The prequel is really strong, but yeah, story-wise, I don't really care about the train arc so far. This show's really good, but I don't like. It's not really. I feel like it's not really telling me a story, so that's the only part I don't like about it. I haven't seen this. No comment. I like this, but I don't know if I'd put it here. I mean, it's really strong. It's probably the best in its class of what it does, though, so it's hard for me to say no. AOT, good, great. Eminence of Shadow, I love the finale. I love the what? Yeah, I love the finale of it. I love season 1 of it. Season 2 didn't really care too much until the finale was there. This one I think is your own perspective. I really like the content of it, so it pushes me forward. I would put it maybe in the 7th spot. This is like I would put Skip and Loafer probably at the bottom of the list if it's even on my list if I had one. Oshi no Ko, I would put. Yeah, it's really good. Probably like I'd probably put it like 4th, man. Yeah, I'd probably put it 4th. I loved it. But that's a me thing. If you don't enjoy the content of it, then yeah, I get it. But the episode 1, like 2 hours, brilliant. After that, it's kind of up to you. 11, Trigun, no comment. I don't like the style personally, so I couldn't get interested in it. I never watched the original Trigun. 100,000 million girlfriends. Good, weird. I enjoy it as a parody. I enjoy it as a harem. Would I put it on a top 10 list? I don't know. If the list is having spots that are hard to fill, maybe it's fun and enjoyable. But if you're not into that, then it's very off-putting, and maybe you'd be interested in like clips of the show. But yeah. Number 13, no. Like episode 1, yes. Rest of it, no. Okay, let's look at what I thought of other animes this year. Boom, boom. So, I don't know how to look on here of anime this year, so I just kind of looked at what I think I've seen in fall, and then we'll go through each of them. So, fall. This, would I put it on my top 10 list? Probably not. It has a weird, it has a really weird conversation about like being gay, and that's it's completely out of pocket, and that gave me like an extra point. So I still rated it as a shout out too because the finale is so good. Pluto I only put an 8, but honestly it deserves better. I wrote Shield Hero. Okay, people are gonna disregard me because Shield Hero I wrote so highly. Oh no. Where'd fall? How is it? Yeah. So yeah, these are incorrectly ordered, but okay. Yeah, Shield Hero. I don't care. I'm a sucker for Shield Hero. Saying yeah, it's okay. Mid. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about these. They're not high tier, so yeah, Dig Story is okay. Nothing. Yeah, these are all like mid. Yeah. So nothing. Even though these are like the same rank as stuff that he put in his top 10. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next group here. So that is fall. Let's start early. Let's go spring. So this should be spring, summer. Oshiroko, yeah, like I said, that should be maybe fourth. Yamada-kun. Oh, Yamada-kun is on my list for sure. But that's like fifth. Mashal is very funny. I don't know how I feel about season 2 so far. Mashal is very funny. Probably put it on my list. Oh, this show. Everyone this show is unintentionally hilarious until it turns into a PowerPoint. I love it. Oh, this show is so cute. My clueless first friend. Vinland Saga. I only put it as 8. Don't look at me. Even it's probably deserving of top 2 though. It's really good. A lot of people love this show. Insomniacs After School. It's really good. Yeah. Anything else here? No. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Spring, summer, winter, dread. All right, summer. Oh, I love it way too much. Yeah, I put it at 9. I would put it high on the list. Gigguk gave it an honorable mention. Yeah. Nothing else really special here. Yeah. There's guys that I put it at 7, man. Like, I'm not touching that with a stick. Summer. And then winter is the last one, right? Oh, it's from. Oh, this weird champ. Okay, actually, a very strong start of the year then. I gave season 2 of this a 9? Sheesh, I think it ended good. Why did I give it so high? Whatever. Sure. Cinderella. Pretty funny. Yeah, Eminence of Shadow, that happened all throughout the year? When did it start? Oh, it started in October 22. Yeah, season 1's really good. Tomo-chan was that this year? No way. It was this year. Tomo-chan's really good. Okay. What is this one? How to pick up girls in it's really good, but you kind of have to be through the long haul, and you have to sit. That means you have to go through some of the hard points. But yeah, it's good. Yeah. So anything I would change about Giggux? Anything I would add here? You could consider Tomo-chan. You could consider mode jobless reincarnation. He didn't want to consider it, but yeah, maybe. Yamada-kun. Yeah. Do I have history here? Oh, it's gone. Because I looked at so much stuff there. Maybe I'll pull up my history over here and we'll take a look. History. Gigguk. Oh no, it's gone. Gigguk. Where you at?
Zombie apocalypse for a
Okay, so if I had to redo a list here, number 1, sure, Frieren for me. Number 2, screw it. Oshi? Maybe. For me? Yeah, Oshi no Ko. For me. But I understand for other people, no. Then sure, 3, Vinland Saga, just respecting it. Number 4, Pluto. Number 5, Yamada-kun. Number 6. Screw it. Jobless reincarnation. Number 7. If you're counting Eminence's Shadow, season 1 and season 2 together, then sure. Number 7, Eminence's Shadow. Number. Huh? I think that is. It's there. Eminence, and yeah. That's only like 7, right? I don't really feel like anything else super special. I already said Yamada-kun. Yeah, so I only have like 7 that I would want to really mention. I wouldn't put Zom 100 in my list. I like it. Episode 1's really good. I wouldn't put Skip and Loafer. I wouldn't put Honor Girlfriends anywhere near a list. I wouldn't put Trigun because I don't know it. Ashioko, I already talked about it. If it's a show, yeah, I put. Oh, sure, number 8, Attack on Titan. We should be higher, but number 8. Skip and Loafer, not on my list. I didn't see that, so yeah. Anything else to mention? Oh, I don't think I'd put this on my list, but it is very good. The Apothecary Diaries. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. I know there's just spitballing and throwing things everywhere, but that's my thoughts. I could try the filter of this. It really doesn't like airing in 2023 for some reason. Would I put this on my list? No. I love it, but it's a personal thing. Again, personal thing. Angel lives next door. Love it, but no. Kaguya-sama? Was that this year? No. That was last year. End of year. Maybe you could honorable mention it on my list for sure. Mashal? Mashal was actually hilarious. Sure. Throw Mashal in my list. 9 or 10. Anything else? Garbage hilarious. Honorable mention. Cheat skill. Sure, dungeon 10. There you go. That's my list. Dungeon at 10. Okay. So, dungeon at 10. What as I say? Kaguya at 9. Mashal at 9. Kaguya at 8. 7 was Attack on Titan. 6, Machiavelli with Sensei. 5, Yamada-kun. 4, Pluto. 3, Vinland Saga. 2, Oshinoko. 1, Frieren. Sound good? Sounds good. That's my kind of list. Anything else I would mention? These shows kind of getting bottom of the barrel down here, man. What is this? Oh, what is this? Boys Love. They had a movie that I watched. I totally don't remember it. Okay, this show I just gotta talk about it. Dangers of My Heart season 2 is banger. Season 1 really strong, but I'm not gonna do it. That. Oh yeah, my list is hot garbage. I have garbage taste, baby. All right, thanks so much for watching. I don't know. Do what you want. Like, subscribe. Don't do it. Whatever you like. All right. Thanks so much. Bye bye.